All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kwakadash. Double honor to my apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the Harper Army out there, which means peace to the elect, which consists of the true, sincere believers of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, that's looking to be delivered in these end times or overcome your obstacles in these end times, because the scriptures talk about be faithful unto death. And the brother Amath, coming out of DC Church, and I just wanted to read a little bit in First Timothy, First Timothy 6, and First Timothy is the 6th chapter. The point is in the 6th verse, but I just wanted to read the whole thing because I thought it was something is good to keep certain things in mind about conduct, the way you treat people, and things of that nature. Because it's each one teach one. So when you put forth out a certain energy, you're going to receive that back, right? So this is First Timothy 6:1. It says, "Let as many servants as are under the yoke count their masters worthy of all labor, that the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and his doctrine be not blemished." Yeah, because you're supposed to conduct yourself a certain way. You're supposed to see the value in which the Lord has provided you through the Spirit. Verse 2, "And they that have believing masters, let them not despise them, because they are brethren, but rather do them service, because they are faithful and beloved, partakers of the benefit. These things teach and exhort." Right? So what you're supposed to teach, that what sometimes you're going to have, you're going to bump heads with a brother or some believer, and it happens. The Lord loves controversy, and he, everything's a test, and he wants to see how you're going to react off of certain things. So, just teach and exhort like how you're supposed to teach each other, treat each other. Right? And it says, "If any man teach otherwise and consent not to wholesome words, even the words of the Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and to the doctrine which is according to godliness, he is proud, knowing nothing, but doting about questions and strife of words. Therefore cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings." Yeah, so when you look up that word surmisings, it's basically like an accusation with basically not a certain amount of evidence. So it's evil because you might just have that thought in your brain, and you basically think about it so much you actually start to think it's true. So that's why it's evil, because you letting Satan basically mess with you. That's why it's evil, right? And and you see what it says earlier, that you're supposed to teach and exhort how you're supposed to be amongst the brethren. Lift up, and teach this thing, those type of behaviors. But this type of behavior, you just see that some people understand knowledge is power, so they had there's words and power. There's power in words, so they want to. People would like to use that and try to make people feel little to big themselves up. Verse 5, it says, "Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds." Yeah, his mind's messed up, it's warped. It's pretty much seared with a hot iron, and he's unteachable. "And dispute of truth, supposing that gain is godliness, for such withdraw themselves." Yeah, you're thinking gain is godliness. You got a bigger house, you got a nicer car, and things of that nature, and you will be puffed up. You got a certain type of knowledge, and this is the point that I was really getting to, thinking gain is godliness. Sometimes the Lord gives you certain things just to take in the future, just to take it away to see how you're going to react, or to remind you where you come from and who you are. That's why this truth is beautiful, because we do get goodies and things of that nature, and we do get things taken away to remind us that what we're into is not for everybody. And it takes a certain type of mental toughness to get ahead and keep pushing forward, regardless of your feelings, your situation, and things of that nature. Let's see if this truth is going to make you or break you. But this is the part right here. It says, "But godliness with contentment is great gain." And that's it right there. Sometimes, man, we want more and more. We think we're going to get an extra, we have an extra woman, or we have extra money to get another harlot, or even with the drink or food or whatever the case may be. We think sometimes we want to think forward and not just be content with what we have. Being content with the rice, beans, and chicken. And if you got enough money for a salad, do that. Because a lot of times, like, you would think that, like, we get the salad, it's kind of healthy and things of that nature, but sometimes that stuff could be expensive. And you're looking at it like, I might as well just get ahead and get the rice and beans and some chicken, and just leave it there. But sometimes we want more and more, and like we just understand. After a while, you start to understand, like, the flesh is like a greedy little entity that's constantly wanting more. It's never satisfied. You constantly want more. But that's why I see more and more as I live in this truth that the apostles and elders they say, like, certain catchphrases that I hear, and it just keeps like hitting me. Like, we live in hell. Like, yeah, but like sometimes you be wanting to eat right. And then it's just like you get these urges, and then be like, damn, man, I want to. You fight it for a little while, maybe like a good 2 weeks, and it's just like, you think you can get ahead and treat yourself or something, and this whole time it's just like you kind of, messing shit up, and it's like it's not. We want to do things right. That's why we want to do things right, but then it's just like it's not practical all the time. That's why I see, like, it's some men could get ahead and cold turkey certain things, and some men need gradualism. Gradually start cutting the meat out to diet, gradually start reading more, gradually start exercising. Because if some people, like, they get that, if you exercise and you get that sore pain, and now your body's healing, so your body's using more energy to heal, and you wake up, you just feel like shit, and sloppy for my language, and you just don't want to get up. Now you're like a little late for work. But one thing about this truth, we understand, like, for us to get better, we got to go through the fire, right? That's why the scriptures talk about acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. The furnace of adversity is not an easy thing. Like what they say, there's a phrase out there that says, if you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen. Yeah, man, that heat, man, if you're cooking, like, say if you're cooking something and the oven's been on for like an hour and it's 350 degrees, you go ahead and open the oven and you're trying to separate some chicken and some vegetables that you got going on with it and things of that nature. Like, it's hot, man. After a while, you gotta take your face away from it, because it's just like, it's hot. This truth is hot, man. That's why it's either gonna make you or break you. It's either gonna be stubble or you're gonna be a precious metal, to where you just the heat is just gonna take off the dross. The unworthiness, the dross being the unworthiness, or like or the fat. We want to trim the fat. And that's what this heat is about, man, trimming the fat. The truth is it's not for everybody. So that's why the Lord has called certain individuals to see if they're deemed worthy to get ahead and hold this torch, to pass it on to the elect, right? But one thing we do know, that spiritual gain is great gain, man. And we can, after a while, you see that contentment, it says great gain. So one extra thing, there's nothing wrong with it. But like, if it's not practical, with practical, you go into the word, it means fit. Some things are just not fit for certain things. And it may, what the scripture's talking about. Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, where there's a season of time for things. Time to be happy or time to be sad. There's a time to withdraw yourself from certain conversations, from certain individuals, certain environments. Because you probably might be in that environment for big gain. You might be networking, and you possibly get some contracts through that environment, but it might not be practical for you, because in the long run, you just kind of like, what is this? The scriptures talk about why trimmest that way to seek love. You might be like dumbing yourself down to get ahead and be trying to get some certain contracts to gain extra money and stuff like that. But like, hey, just keep in mind that being content is great. It's great gain, man. There's nothing wrong with making extra money, having extra stuff, having that extra safety net. Putting, like, having extra funds for a rainy day. Those things pop up. Because I was just thinking, right? Because sometimes brothers, I'll just keep it real. Like, even myself, I'll just put myself, put myself out there. Like sometimes we go through certain things and we make it bigger than what it really is. Yeah, we make certain things bigger than what it really is, and we be making it bigger, constantly thinking about it. So that's why the brothers be, be keeping it spiritual, man. Going to the scriptures, man. Find your account so you can get ahead and heal up. So, yeah, man, because this world, it sucks. Don't have to go through this, and you're trying to be right. You're trying to do things correctly. But this world, you after a while, man, you be like, I see why the scriptures say there's no head above the serpent. Like even Paul said it, like deceivers but yet true. Like you have to be a cunning. You have to be cunning in this world, or else people will get ahead and get you. The police will get ahead and do certain things to you to where like it's not lawful. You're like, come on, bro. These police are supposed to be doing things right, but if you're not on your P's and Q's, they'll get ahead and get you and search your car unlawfully. And like they know this, but yet they running game on us, So that's why we have to be in a certain mindset to be on our P's and Q's, so we don't get overrun by wickedness, letting Rover take over. I was watching this one thing and it talked about basically if you don't run your life, somebody else will run it for you. If you don't get it, if you basically don't assign yourself an assignment, one will be assigned to you. And I was thinking about that, man. I was like, it's real spiritual that video said that, because one thing about life, like if you're not really have like a destination or like a plan, one will be assigned to you, because eventually Satan will take over. You probably do something dumb, go to jail, get a felony, or however you say it, felony. And then now you get out. Now maybe you're on parole or whatever. Whatever the one where they make you get a job, and you have to keep the job, or what you go back to jail, So sometimes when you live like a wild lifestyle like that, because you get the freedom, and you think, people think even though like you may not be making a whole lot of money, but that's still like a form of gain. Be living a free life, having relations with women that that you probably you shouldn't be having relations with, because you're just gonna make your life a lot harder and a lot more miserable than and it happens, man. And a lot of and I'll say this because I thought about it a while back. Some of you brothers got baby mamas or children to keep you down, to keep your ass in check. So that's why some men have to go through certain things to keep certain individuals into check, or else you be running the streets wild, acting like a wild man, But some brothers know how to do it undercover. But like, you see that some brothers they got kids because to keep you under control. You gotta hate this place, man. This Prius in the fast lane now is trying to get over, trying to hit the gas. Can't. Place gotta go, bro. Yeah, Salakia for that. But yeah, man, this is something to keep in mind. Thinking gain is godliness, but being content is great gain, man. A lot of us, we want more. We had an extra check or extra funds, life will be better. But how about this? Fast for 2 days, see where that gets you. How about this? Do intermittent fasting and see where that gets you. It's all a practice, But the more you don't practice, the more your bad habits show and reveal themselves. And that's why we practice. Hey, this is known as a practice, right? Constantly go over scriptures. We know this. We know some scriptures, or like we went over certain books, and then when we go over it again, like, oh snap, it's been a while, That's why this is known as a practice. It's beautiful, man. But yeah, I didn't want to make this too long. I want to give all praise. I hope you was edified, motivated in the spirit, inspired. If you got something to say, throw it in the comment board. Maybe I could do a video on it, Lord's will. Yeah, man, even though we live in hell, we got the Rakah Kodash to give us comfort. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kodash, the ones of my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and the bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Harper Cardinal, which means peace to the elect. You know, I know it was kind of more of like word for my thoughts, but I just wanted to start it off with that one scripture. But with that, shalom, shalom.